What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. This is my review on Pose. This is season 2 episode 1. I told you guys in my, I think it was my end of the year shows, Pose was my #1 show for you to watch. So I did not review it last year because was it last year? I didn't review it the first season because I really didn't know what was going on or what to expect about it, but I definitely wanted to review it this season. So here we go. We are set now in the 90s. We're no longer in 1989, 1988. We are in the 90s now. So this is a time when the music has changed, style has changed a little bit, and the AIDS epidemic is still rampant and people still don't know what to do about it. People are dropping like flies, okay? So we get Blanca and Pretel, and they go to this like remote island in New York, and apparently this is where they bury people who are unidentified or have no family, whatever the case may be. They just bury them in pine boxes. And when it comes to the AIDS patients, people who have died of AIDS, they basically just throw them off in a sector by themselves because they're afraid that they will infect the other dead people. Since they're dead, like, exactly how are they going to affect it? Like, everybody's dead there. How are they going to affect them? But anyway, so the person they went to look for was Keenan, who was somebody that Pretel once dated. Pretel said that it's like he's heard of 27 people drop dead in like a week. So people are dropping like flies and nobody knows what's going on, and it's rapidly advancing and everybody is scared. Okay, so Pretel said that he heard that Keenan was in his apartment and he died, and it was 3 weeks until somebody found his body. By that time, it was so hot in his studio apartment that his body was melting into the mattress. So Pretel is going through it. You can tell that he's scared. Blanca, she is very optimistic, but you can tell that she's scared as well. So they go to see, to find his body, and plus nothing is marked, so you really don't know who's who, where's where, and what's what. So they're like stacking dead bodies up on top of each other to bury it. Like, it was so fucking sad to see. And I don't know if this is, I'm assuming this is true. Like, this is what they did. I don't even know if this is what they still do, but this is what they did back in the day to unclaimed bodies, that they just dump them somewhere and just throw dirt on them and then they just leave them there. I don't really know. But they get to this part where there's like a field of rock formed into hearts, and this is basically the memorial that people who do find out that their family members or friends or whomever passed away, they come there and they place a rock with the person's name on it. So Pretel is like bawling because he knows that there's no cure for this. Nobody knows what's going on, and he's scared. And Blanca, like I said, she is more optimistic, saying that, everything is going to be okay. Things are going to happen. This is the time also when Madonna's song Vogue came out. And I remember when Vogue came out, I was 10 years old in 1990. I remember when it came out, I thought it was dope, but I didn't really know, at 10, I didn't really know what it was for, what it referenced. I just thought it was a cool video with the guys and the girls voguing and stuff like that. So I didn't really know it came from the black ballroom culture. I didn't know that because I didn't know what the black ballroom culture was. But I knew about gay people, but I just didn't know that there was a ball sector that, was the thing. I didn't know about that. But that is where the song came from. It was inspired by the ball culture, and Blanca feels like since Madonna, this worldwide international star, has made a song for the kids in talking about the black ballroom culture, that people are going to look at them as trans and black gay men and women differently. Alright, so Blanca goes to the clinic and she goes to see Sandra. I don't know what Sandra Bernhardt's name is, but she is basically the doctor. She's not a doctor, but she's the person that handles the AIDS patients, because Sandra Bernhardt she ain't afraid of them like other people are. She's not afraid of them. So she sits with Blanca and she's going over Blanca's results and her her count and everything like that. And she tells Blanca that her red T cells are down to 200. She tells Blanca that she's not in HIV status anymore. She now has AIDS. Okay. And Blanca is so distraught. She can't believe that she's gotten to AIDS because she feels fine. She doesn't feel sick, nothing like that. But her mission in life is to raise her kids. That's her whole mission in life, and she doesn't want to leave her kids so soon. And Sandra Bernhardt's character told her that she has about 6 months if she doesn't take the Easy T. Now, Easy T is a medication that they had back then that they gave patients suffering with AIDS to kind of control it. Now, Blanca said that she heard that Easy T was more of like, it was worse than chemo. Like, people were getting sick, it was just worse. But Sandra Bernhardt explained that, this is the only medicine that we have. And I remember Dallas Buyers Club, I think it was the same medication that Matthew McConaughey was trying to get because he contracted AIDS and he was a straight man, but he was, not having protective sex. And he caught it and he had to go to Mexico to get the Easy T, and he had to, he was helping a lot of gay men with this medication because it was illegal here in the United States. It was not lawful. So Sandra Bernhardt said that, she basically, how they got the medication was that it was donated to them. They will go to a wealthy man's house that was dying of AIDS, and the contribution was that they will get the remainder of his medication. So she gave Blanca the medication, and she said, if you don't take it, you're going to die. And Blanca she doesn't want to because she's still in this denial stage. But she realizes that, she needs to make the most of her time now than wait around to die one day. Alright, so we're now at the ball. Angel, beautiful. Listen, India, who plays Angel, is gorgeous. Sis is beautiful to me. Okay? Anybody that can clock her in 2019 is a bold-faced liar because she looks amazing. Okay, she looks better than 90% of the women I know. Okay, but anyway, so she won in her category, and Angel is beautiful. She has this thing about her that she just glides, she just glows. So she won this category, but she feels like she can't go above the ballroom scene. She can't do anything else. And previously, her and Poppy were at the house, and Poppy was taking pictures of her, modeling. So Asia is still out. Why call her Asia? Angel is still out at the pier doing what girls at the pier do, selling that thing to get some change. And Blanca rolls up on her and was surprised, not even surprised, but she knew she was out there and asked her why she was still out there because Angel said that she was going to stop hooking, but she had no way to make money, so she had to do what she had to do. So she got in the car with Blanca, and Blanca told her that she has an idea that could probably work. So she gives her a casting call for a model, and Angel was like, I can't be a model. Like, you've never seen no trans models. I cannot be a model. So she told her, go ahead and try it. You are beautiful. You can do it. So Angel went to the casting call with Blanca and Poppy, and it was a sea of white girls. There was only one black girl. She was working at the front desk. Like, there was no women of color. Angel was the only woman of color that was there. Alright? Everybody same, little white, pasty, all that stuff. So Angel is nervous because, she looks different than everybody else. She doesn't feel like she's unique. But the girl at the front desk was like, no, she said, I was the same way. I came in here with frizzy natural hair and my dark skin. And because I look different than everybody else, I was able to get a chance. So Angel decides to just go ahead and do it. So she goes to the casting person, some white old lady. And the woman is looking at her and they're looking at her picture. She has them on Polaroids. And she was like, well, you need professional pictures because this Polaroid shit is not going to do. So Angel was like, I ain't got no fucking money. Like, I can't afford professional pictures with a professional photographer. So she was reading over her application and she said, oh, you Vogue. And because voguing is the newest, hottest rage now, the woman was impressed that Angel could Vogue because she was like, a girl can Vogue? Oh my God. So she gave Angel the name and number for her personal photographer friend. And she said that he will give you a discount if you mention my name. So Angel is elated. So the woman said, once you get those pictures, come back and you will advance to the next round. Cool. Angel is happy. Blanca is happy. Poppy is happy. Everybody's happy. The family is happy. Alright, so Pray Tell is at another funeral. He has been to 200 and something funerals, and Sandra Bernhard is there with him. She's been to over 400. Now, they've developed a really good friendship, and I love that he has somebody else outside of the house to talk to. So, she takes him to a rally. This is like an underground rally where it is queer, lesbian, black, white, whatever folks trying to do a die-in, which is they are going to a specific location and laying down on the ground to be still, pretend to be dead, to make a point that AIDS is not something that can just be cured without abstinence. This is something that you need condoms, you need protection, you need these type of things to prevent this virus from spreading. So back then, you know, nobody really knew what AIDS was about. And they knew it was just a disease that the gays had. And they felt like, you know, condemning the gays, eradicating the gays would solve the AIDS problem. But that was not the case. Not abstinence, but protection, education, all these things needed to be taught to not only gay, but to straight people as well. Because remember, there are a lot of people that were also on the DL that were having sex with men and women. So a lot of that transpired, but people thought that it was just a gay disease and this is God's way of eradicating the homosexuals, giving them AIDS and all that bullshit. Alright, so they decided to plan a sitting at the Catholic Church because the Catholic Church is the one who's spreading all these lies and propaganda as they normally do, but they go ahead and molest the little children. But anyway, that's another topic for another time. Alright, so they go and do. So Pray Tell is all on board. He was nervous about the whole rally thing because, you know, sometimes some gays and lesbians don't really get along. But he was all about it because he saw that they were ready to spread the word about this disease, the same disease that he's battling. So he was all for it. So everybody's at the house for dinner. They have dinner every week. And he's telling everybody, you know, we need y'all at the rally. This is something that affects all of us. You may not have it, but you know somebody here that has it. You know somebody out there that has it. This is something that we need to do as a house, as a community. We need to stand up for ourselves and do what we got to do. So everybody, some people was like, I don't know if I'm going to go. Blanca said, everybody's going. We're going as a house. We're going to support each other. So so Elektra walks in, and I was wondering what the fuck Elektra was because I ain't seen her old mean, tall, lanky ass for a while. So Elektra walks in with a fur coat, all lavish and lush or whatever. She walks in like she ain't got a care in the world. So Blanca is upset because she's late for dinner, and she just mean as hell. Mean as hell. I thought that after last season, Elektra was gonna calm down. She seemed like she was humble, cause her ass was humble because she had no white sugar daddy no more, and she ain't had nowhere to live. So her ass was humble when she needed someplace to stay. But now that she's back on her feet, she got a job. She's doing something that is creating these funds and this thing for her to be fabulous again. So she is on her beat. She don't give a fuck. She is rude, she is crass, and she don't care about what nobody say. So Pray Tell was telling her, like, you need to come to the rally, yada, yada, yada. Elektra's like, I'm not coming anywhere. And starts reading. I was like, girl, I do not like this Elektra. I do not like when Elektra is a bitch. I don't like it. And, okay. So, the woman that plays Elektra, I think her name is Dominique. I'm not sure. I was really hoping that she got a little more acting classes for this season. She still talks like she's reading. And not even reading like reading, but she still talks like she is reading off of a script. And I don't know why she does it like that. She's not, to me, she's not acting. She reads, and I don't know why she does it like that. I don't know if nobody talked to her or helped her. But sis is like you're just reading off of a paper, and I don't know why. Like, I like your attitude and your conviction with it, but you still act like you're reading something, and it's not gonna work like this. You gotta, you gotta fix this. All right, so Blanca is at work, and she is on her way to the rally, right? So she's about to go, and her boss comes and said that she booked 2 appointments for her. She can't leave. Blanca said, well, I have somewhere to be. I'm supposed to support my friends. And the lady, mean ass Chinese lady, baby, listen, I don't mean to sound like this, but us as people of color need to stop supporting these Chinese establishments as far as hair stores and damn nail salons, because they treat us like we ain't shit. Okay, we've seen it in the news countless times. So this woman proceeded to tell her that she is a Christian and she didn't want her to work there, and women like to have their manicures done by other women, and she should be kissing her feet because she gave her a job. Like, bitch, please. So the woman told Blanca to quit then. So Blanca said, bitch, fuck you, and took off her coat, and the woman was shocked that she actually quit because she felt like Blanca needed her. Blanca don't need you. Anyways, Blanca said that she is going to have her own salon and then come back and buy her building, and walked out. So they go to the church, and they go and they sit in the pews, and filled with white people listening to the priest or whomever he may be up there, and they start, Pray Tell start passing out pamphlets, and it's talking about the lesbian, gay community and AIDS and stuff like that. They had some of the men and women from the community scattered in the pews, just sitting down like they're actually there to hear the word, whatever word that may be. But everybody who was with the LGBT started coming out and just started laying down on the floor, right? And the priest is trying to preach or whatever he's doing, and he is overwhelmed because all these people are coming to the floor. So then they're shouting, Angel and everybody's shouting that, AIDS needs to be talked about, and abstinence is not going to solve this issue, and protection needs to be done, and yada yada yada. Well, they call the cops. All right, the cops show up with face masks and gloves on because, of course, they think you see a bunch of gay people protesting about AIDS. Some of them might have AIDS. Let's protect ourselves with gloves so we don't catch the AIDS. Anyways, so many of them got arrested, including Pray Tell. Alright, so let's talk about Angel. Alright, so Angel has gone to the photographer, and she has, in full makeup, outfit, she looks beautiful. That girl is fine. She looks beautiful. Alright, so when the photographer comes and he wants to talk to her alone. So he clocked her tea because he knew that she worked down at the docks. So the pier or whatever. So he knew who she was. So he was like, well, if you would, she said she could only afford 1 photo. And he said, well, that's not how it works because we have a whole crew here. So he said, well, if you pose for my, I guess, portfolio, it's on the house. You ain't got to pay nothing. So she was cool. She was like, okay. Put her in the most fabulous things, took all her pictures. She looked gorgeous. Alright, so it's later on in the day. She's still taking pictures. It's just them. And then he tells her to take off her dress. She didn't want to do it. She took off the dress. She was covering herself. He then told her to take off her underwear. Now, he knows now that she is trans. She begged no. And she took it off, and he took some pictures of her, which that shit hurt me. All right, so we're at the ball, and the category was, I can't remember the damn category, but the category was something. I can't remember, but Angel won again because Angel is just fucking stunningly beautiful. And Angel is getting these awards, and she is feeling her everybody's feeling her beat, but she's not because of what happened to her. And Angel is getting her trophy, and she just looks so miserable. And Blanca and Poppy notices. So Angel actually runs off the floor, and she's in the corner crying. So they go to her and like, what happened? And she said that she won't be able to work as a model. It's not going to happen for her. It's just not. So they asked her why. She said, well, what happened, he clocked her. And he took some pictures of her naked for, I think it was a porno magazine or something like that. Poppy was pissed. Poppy was livid. Poppy was like, what's this nigga's address? Let's go over there and beat his ass. So said, so done. Poppy is punching the shit out of him. Angel and Blanca are looking for the photos. And they were like, where are the photos? Where are the negatives? And Blanca told him, if you ever in your life come for one of my kids one more time, I'm not going to punch you with my son's fist. I'm going to do something worse. So they got the photos and they got the negatives. So her stuff hopefully would not go out into the public. Alright? So so Angel takes her photos back to the lady, and the lady is so impressed by it because Angel is beautiful. She's beautiful. So Angel has advanced to, I guess, the final round. Alright? So we are back at the ballroom, and it was like a medieval category or whatever. So Candy and What's-Her-Face, I don't know the Latin girl's name. Candy and What's-Her-Face came out, and of course Pray Tell gotta read Candy. I don't know what it is between them two, but he reads this bitch for filth every fucking time. So he read Candy, Candy got in her feelings, and then walked up the stage. Then you see Elektra came, and she had like a Marie Antoinette outfit, and with bird cages and stuff, and people feeding her cake, and then they beheaded her and all that stuff. It was good theatrics, good. But Pray Tell was pissed, and he said, oh, this is what you did. He said, this is why you didn't come to the Act Up rally, because your ass was practicing and making fucking scenes and sketches and props and shit. So she was like, I'm not coming, this is peasant stuff, and whatever the case. Pray Tell read her simple ass for filth, took her trophy, threw it at her, shattered the shit all over the floor, and Pray Tell said, fuck you, bitch. I'm done. I'm going home. You, come read this shit. I'm gone. And Pray Tell said, fuck you. Pray Tell was pissed because Pray Tell, he is dealing with this stuff. And I'm wondering now if Elektra is also dealing with it. I don't know, because she is very adamant of not wanting to be a part of that. So to me, does she feel like she is not of this community anymore because she can pass and she got that surgery? So does she feel like she's no longer of this community, so HIV and AIDS is not something that she has to worry about? Or is it something else that she may have had it? Or I don't know if she has it. I don't really know. But he was pissed off. Okay, Pray Tell was gone. He was mad. Alright, so back at the house, everybody's having dinner. But so everybody's having dinner, and Elektra walks in. Now, well, actually, wait, I'm sorry. So before they went to dinner, before they had dinner, Blanca and Angel were talking, and Blanca told Angel that her T-cell count is low, and she didn't want to talk about it anymore, but Angel knew that, you know, things are gonna rapidly approach, because once the T-cell count is below a certain number, things are just gonna happen. Everybody's sitting down for dinner, and Elektra walks in late, of course, and she walks in strutting like she owned the fucking place, and she sits down to dinner, and she basically berates the meal. She said the meal ain't shit in this paper plates, and she just started reading, and I'm like, why the fuck are you so fucking mean? So she said that why she should be there when Pray Tell basically cussed her out, and Pray Tell was like, he's over this bitch because she feels entitled, and I don't know why. So this woman starts cussing and started going off, and Blanca was like, you ain't paid me no rent, what's going on? And she's like, I don't have to do shit, I don't owe nobody nothing. And then this bitch stands up and flips the fucking table over. What is wrong with this woman? So she said, you don't have to tell me I'm gone, I'm out of here, blah, blah, blah. I am tired. I'm already tired of Elektra. It's only been episode 1. So Electra leaves and she's strutting through the hallways, and I'm like, did she get an apartment? Where's she going? Is she going to her sugar daddy's house? No. Electra knocks on the door, and it's Candy and Latin Chick, and she tells them that she is going to be a part of their house, and they can thank her later. So now she's back with them, and she's going to boss them around because she's not going to allow her children to now be her mother. So Electra, she got a lot of shit with her. Y'all, Pose episode 1. Listen, I waited so long for this show to come back. I am so excited. This show needs to be watched by everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're straight, gay, bi, pansexual, whatever. You need to watch this show. This show is really, not only does it tackle the hard issues, but it shows you, it teaches you the struggles of the gay community, the struggles of the trans community. It teaches you the struggle, especially with the gay, lesbian, trans people of color. So it is a wonderful, wonderful show to watch. We're going to see, so let me know what you thought about this episode. What did you think about it? Okay, if this is the first time watching the show, what did you think about this episode? Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.